Episode 8 of Peacemaker Season 2 brings a mix of emotional closure and setup for what's next. It ties up the personal story between Chris and Harcourt, exposes how far A.R.G.U.S is willing to go, and ends by setting up a new team and a new conflict. We finally see what happened that night between Chris and Harcourt. They went out drinking, had fun, sang along to a rock band, and ended up kissing. But Harcourt pulled away. It wasn't a fight or betrayal, it was just bad timing. She was still grieving Rick Jr., and Chris didn't realize how much that affected her.
Did it mean something?
Chris, I told you, okay? I'm not right in the head.
Amelia, I'm not asking for anything. I just want to know if it meant something to you at all.
Of course it did.
This scene clears up the tension between them from earlier episodes. It shows that their relationship has always been complicated, built on mutual respect, but also confusion and pain. Most of the episode focuses on Rick Sr. and his new plan called Project Salvation. Following Sidney Happerson's Episode 7 debut, the finale adds Otisburg, Amanda McCoy, and Ms. Jessup, all of whom were Luthor Corp employees in James Gunn's Superman, to help with Rick Sr.'s idea to send dangerous metahumans to another dimension called Salvation and trap them there forever. He believes it'll keep Earth safe.
No, Mr. Secretary. Salvation is the prison. We could move the doorway every time we come in and out. The prisoners never know where we're coming from, and nobody could ever come back.
And we're talking just metahumans, right?
Yeah.
Flag gets a note from Lex Luthor during their exploration of the QUC, further confirming that Rick and Lex are directly working together. The first door A.R.G.U.S manages to go through is a Candyland-type world full of vicious imps. One door in the QUC opens right up to a black hole, looking exactly like the one that nearly destroyed Metropolis in James Gunn's Superman. Another door features some absolutely terrifying giant screaming skulls sitting atop spider bodies. This might be Gunn's homage to Terror Tales, a classic pre-Comics Code Authority horror comic series, which featured similar monsters on one of its covers. A.R.G.U.S and Luthor Corp finally find a seemingly peaceful and uninhabited planet they choose to call Salvation, seeking to turn it into an inescapable prison world for metahumans. This mirrors 2007's Salvation Run storyline, where Rick Flag and Amanda Waller did the exact same thing to several supervillains in the original comics. But this plan raises big questions. Is it really justice? Or is it just another form of cruelty? Rick Sr. justifies it as protection, but it's basically punishment without trial.
What I care about is removing dangerous individuals from our fucking planet forever. Keeping American people safe. Arkham and Belle Reve. They're not capable of holding individuals who have extraordinary abilities. They're not.
The government isn't any better than the villains they're trying to get rid of if they do something like this. People like Bordeaux and Harcourt start to question what they're doing. They've been following orders for years, but this time, the line between right and wrong is clearer than ever. This part of the episode deals with morality, doing your job versus doing what's right. Meanwhile, Chris is released from jail, but he doesn't wait around. He packs his things, grabs Eagly, and leaves town. Adebayo and the team try to help him, but Chris just wants space. He's tired of being told what to do and feels cursed by his past, losing his brother, his father, and now his freedom again. When the team finally finds him, he breaks down and admits he feels like bad things follow him no matter what. But Adebayo gives him a reality check.
When I'm around you, I feel loved. You're big and you're stupid, but I know you love me. And I don't know if I can say that about anybody else in this world.
He's made mistakes, but he's also done good things. He's built a team that actually cares about him. It's a small but important moment. It shows Chris finally realizing he's not alone anymore. By the end, the team decides they've had enough of A.R.G.U.S. They don't trust Rick Sr. or his project, so they form a new group called Checkmate. It's a nod to the DC Comics team of the same name. But here, it's more about starting over. These are people who've seen too much corruption and want to do things their own way. Harcourt, Adebayo, Bordeaux, Judo Master, and the others leave A.R.G.U.S to work off the grid, trying to keep people safe without being used as tools. But before things can settle, Rick Sr. kidnaps Chris and sends him to Salvation, the very place meant for metahumans.
I want to thank you for volunteering.
I didn't volunteer for shit.
What? McCoy.
No. It's all here. This is definitely Christopher Smith's signature.
Yeah. This is for Ricky. You piece of shit.
Rick Sr. blames Chris for what happened to Rick Jr., and this is his revenge. This twist sets up the next possible chapter. Chris trapped on another world full of dangerous creatures and criminals, while his team back on Earth doesn't know what happened to him. It leaves the story open for future movies or a potential Season 3. The finale of Peacemaker Season 2 isn't perfect. It's uneven in tone and pacing, but it wraps up the season's main ideas well. It shows how power can be abused, how guilt can control people, and how redemption isn't about being perfect, but about trying to do better. Chris may be lost again, but Checkmate, the foundation for something new, is in place. It's not a happy ending, but it's one that keeps the story moving forward. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.